Glad you could make it today.
Howdy! I'm Jimmy Stewart. I'm the creator of the Vancouver B Movie Factory, and this is going to be an exciting one. We're going to visit Maplewood Farm. I hope the panel is ready for this, so let's go check it out. Yeah! All right. Woo-hoo! This is going to be a good one, guys. Introduce yourselves.
Okay. My name's Jeff. I'll be director of photography on this one, and my favorite vacation spot is Spain.
I'm Carrie. I'm the talent coordinator, and my favorite destination spot is the Costa Rican jungle.
I'm Tom. I'm the director, and my favorite vacation spot is the Cayman Islands.
My name is Nadine. I'm the inspiration, and my favorite destination is Cozumel.
And as you know, I'm Jimmy Stewart, and this is the Vancouver B Movie Factory. All right, guys.
Cool.
I'm very excited about this one. So Nadine, explain to the panel who you are and what you can do to inspire us.
So my name is Nadine. I work on a farm in North Vancouver. It's right beside the Seymour River and nestled against the North Shore Mountains. And it has a variety of domestic farm animals and birds. So cows, pigs, horses, sheep, goats, chickens, turkeys, birds, ducks.
Are these all mixed together? Or are they in separate pens?
There's separate little locations for all of them. They have their own little stalls that they stay in overnight and their own little visiting areas that they go to during the day, so the public can come and interact and pet them and feed them. And the public get to actually go inside with a herd of goats, little pygmy goats, and they also get to go inside with rabbits and little guinea pigs, and they can also go inside with ducks and geese, and then all the bigger animals they get to experience sort of over the fence. So the bigger horses and the bigger cows and a bigger variety of goats that we have. So there's definitely still interaction there, it's just different.
Sure. And I was lucky enough to actually go down there and visit, and it's a beautiful little location. It's got almost every angle that you look at is going to be picturesque. Cool. So it's great for children. It's a wonderful children place. But another thing I liked about it is I caught a sense of romance as well. It's a wonderful place.
Okay.
What I would love to see, if you guys don't mind me asking, is I would love to see a true love story. You know, we've never done a true full love story.
Sure.
As a B Movie Factory film, so this would be a very wonderful place to do something like that.
Okay. Interesting. So that's funny. When we were talking about it earlier, we thought about it in terms of the animals rather than the picturesqueness of the place, the geography. But that could be interesting.
Perhaps somehow the animals could be an inspiration for the love story as well, in some way that the animals behave, or something that the animals can teach us in a sense. And maybe from your interactions with the animals and the way you've seen people interact with the animals, maybe there'll be something in that could feed human interaction and human love.
Yeah, there's a lot of very cool interaction between the animals and the people, because you have so many different age groups come to the farm, all the way from little tiny babies to senior citizens, and their different responses to the animals and their different levels of interaction. So there's, all the way from awe with little kids that have never seen a horse before, never seen a 2,300-pound horse before. And some of the some of the little kids that have been coming to the farm and just standing there 2 feet tall looking up at a pretty big cow or a pretty big horse, or looking directly in line with a little chicken or a rooster. So there's a lot going on there at times.
I can see how it would almost bring the kid out of you, even if you weren't a child. Like, it's a sense of awe just in that it's not an everyday experience to be able to go and pet whatever animal you might just see on television, or, just, I don't know. It would be it would be a cool experience.
There's a little bit of magic there. Is kind of, and that's part of the value of the farm too, is providing something that you don't get that opportunity being in a city anymore, to have that close contact with animals. So it's providing that.
So maybe we need to capture that magic somehow.
Yeah, because they're definitely...
For any story, we need conflict. For a love story, there has to be conflict between the people who ultimately wind up in love, and there has to be some way of overcoming that. And the magic of the animals is, has some power there, potentially, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you have a couple who are angry with each other, who are fighting about something, who are paying attention to everything which is not each other. And because we don't have a lot of time to play with, we have to tell the story in a very compact way. Who come to the farm and are angry with each other, not talking to each other, sniping at each other, and through their interaction with the animals, recognize what they saw in each other originally, happily ever after.
Or not. It could be a first date that's not going well.
It could be indeed. Yeah, that
they
actually.
get inspired. Or they meet each other on the farm. Maybe someone's tending to the animals and they
I
touch
always
the
like
eye.
to start with conflict, particularly because we don't have a lot to work with. So dropping our characters into a conflict at the very beginning, and everybody understands a fight between lovers, so we project that very quickly. But everybody understands an awkward first date too.
What are you talking about in her head?
Pardon me?
I'm just kidding. No, dates are always great.
Never happened.
What's a bad date?
I'm always right, they're always wrong.
Yep.
There was bad dates.
There's a potential for doing more than one, too. Like we did a recent shoot where there were 3 different couples, if you will, 3 different short mini stories. So there's a potential of doing that sort of thing, too, with the animals somehow being the magic that brings them together. It could be a first date, it could be a divorced couple who run into each other and make up. It could be...
Yep, and it could be an older couple who are tired of each other.
Yes.
And are
Refreshing.
Refreshed, yes.
So, that has some potential. So we could cover romance from multiple angles.
Very much so, yeah.
Or it could be, even paternal love or fraternal love or something like that. Like just 2 people that really haven't connected for a while.
Yep.
And then they have this chance to sort of just
Yep.
step outside of themselves for a little bit and
Yeah.
that's just,
Yep.
A grown
not sure
child
exactly.
and their parent or something.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
have-
We were discussing someone's fallen off the tracks or something and they're trying to reconnect, and
Sure.
this is one thing they do. Like you were saying, that people come and reminisce sometimes, and it's generational. Like
When people connect, and there's some people that just connect, it's good stuff. Same thing with animals. They connect or they don't. So
I've been accused of being the goat in relationships before.
Not by me.
That obviously has a potential for romantic inspiration. Of
Very
2 people
much.
who complement each other well, but who are very different people, and maybe wondering what they're doing with each other, and seeing something like this, making them understand themselves a little better.
And even maybe projecting onto the animals, like, oh, look how he's taking care of him.
Yes.
He doesn't have to clean up after the other guy's stuff. Just sort of like,
That's a little too passive.
oh, but I don't know. But like you say, like they project emotions. Maybe they can project personalities onto them based on their behavior, or not. Just totally baseless.
Cool.
That's good.
Somebody write all that down?
We got it on tape, I think.
So do you
There's a few
think
cameras
we
around.
should take this back to the group?
I think we should.
Do you think they'll like it?
I think they're
so.
going
I
to
think
love
so.
it.
I think it's got great potential. Who doesn't want to act with animals?
Are you excited about this?
Yeah, it sounds, I love the stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Good.
think, yeah, they're good.
I think we should take this back to the group. So stay tuned and watch what's going to happen. It's finally here. The show that you've been waiting for. The Vancouver B Movie Factory, where movie-making dreams come true. Check your local listings for airtimes. So if you haven't guessed it, we're having our meeting at Maplewood Farm. And it looks like people are just beginning to arrive.
Hey, good to see you. Welcome. Gonna have a good time today. Yeah. All right, let's head on in this way and we'll get you all set up. Everybody go on in here.
Okay, it's time to get this meeting started.
I'm Tom, and Jimi has asked me to direct this episode.
I'm Jeff, I'm the director of photography of this one.
I'm Derek Palmer, Maplewood Farm, and I'm representing Nadine Gibbon, who appeared as the inspiration for the show.
And I'm Carrie, talent coordinator today.
And so, what we talked about on Monday was love stories, romances. So we expanded that to be more than just simple romances, but a father-son story, and then a first date story, and then a relationship that's gone stale, sort of story.
Just to establish why we went there.
Sure.
Nadine was talking, Nadine works here too, and she was describing what happens when people interact with the animals and the magic that's here. And that's what really inspired us to go for a love and human connection kind of stories.
Yeah, the way the interaction with the animals can transform people's interaction with each other. But in fact, Jim said earlier, he'd like us to have our first on-screen kiss at the B Movie Factory. And I think that moment between that couple covered by goats, if they kiss, that would be perfect.
This would be a good time for Derek to show us the rest of the farm.
I'm Mr. Ed.
Wilbur.
So we can demonstrate.
And then when you say, yeah, he was a real fighter, they get even more for sure.
I did the same They're not doing the demonstration. On Saturday we'll be good.
Yeah,
They'll be full of energy and
yeah.
Well, they're doing good.
You try and climb up, but the thing you're wearing is a little bit slick from the look of it.
Oh,
So
that-
maybe if whoever is going to get climbed on by goats wears something a little coarser, a little more cotton.
no, look at out there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna climb you, nibble you. There we go.
Now, just imagine this shot, okay, with
Nicely.
the woman there, the guy in front of her, and them kissing with the goat on top.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be awesome? Isn't that a romantic moment?
I don't know.
Wouldn't Lily do that?
Are you scared of goats?
As long as I know they don't bite.
They don't bite.
They don't bite.
No, goats only have teeth in the bottom of their mouth.
This has been amazing. We have a lot of great ideas. I can't wait to see what we do on shoot day. It's finally here. The show that you've been waiting for. The Vancouver B Movie Factory, where movie-making dreams come true. Check your local listings for airtimes. It's shoot day! And we're back at Maplewood Farm early in the morning. So, rainy weather, what do you think?
No rain.
No rain.
Beautiful, even lighting.
After we get all the roosters and hens to stop clucking, we'll get on with the shoot.
Nice. But she could be driving.
Yep.
And so I start with her getting out,
Sure.
she's out,
Yep.
and then from here,
Yes.
I come around and I can follow them in this way.
Great, let's do that.
Okay.
All right, it's 10 a.m. and we started at 9, but as I can see, the sky is about to open up and dump a ton of rain on us. I sure hope we don't have to call this shoot because of rain. I don't know, I think we may not be able to finish this one. Let's watch. Quiet on the set, rolling, action.
What are you doing here?
Cut, action!
You used to pet donkeys just like that when you were a kid. It's before I knew how crappy life was.
Well, you know, life can be tough for these guys too. That little donkey was orphaned when he was born, and we had to raise him by hand.
Cut, action!
It's good to see someone else do this for a change.
When have you ever done, Carl?
Okay, so we're about 4 hours into our shoot, and we're looking for some cuteness. You volunteering for some cuteness, huh? Both of you? Okay. I think we found our cuteness. Like who's not on camera?
Yes, yes. So
Just stop looking at them, and they'll. So that's a wrap. So, 6 hours, a lot done. Weather's getting better. They got everything finished. All that's left for you to do is to
Watch our film!
It's finally here. The show that you've been waiting for. The Vancouver B Movie Factory, where movie-making dreams come true. Check your local listings for airtimes. You done yet? Excellent, thanks.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, feature.
So, welcome back, guys. Well, what'd you think?
Amazing.
Really
it was
good.
remarkable.
The farm was great.
The farm was incredible. The day was cold, but the actors were great, and the animals were fantastic.
And the star of the farm was?
The goats.
The goats.
Definitely.
I agree.
No
I agree.
question.
Baby goats.
Well, Derek and Nadine wish they could have been here today, but the animals on the farm needed their attention. But if you want to know more about Maplewood Farm, go to this website on the screen, and they would be happy to have you come down. So, you guys ready to see this film?
Excited.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yes.
All right,
Let's
so
watch
how? Control room.
Ready in 1, 2, 1?
Ready to go?
Yeah. We're ready to go.
Excellent. Let's do this. Roll it.
sheep before? Sheep.
Where's David anyway? He said he'd be here. He's not even here.
Interesting that guinea pigs and rabbits eat the same thing. Good nutrition is so important.
Don't worry, I'm feeding your son well.
That's not what I...
You used to pet donkeys just like that when you were a kid.
That's before I knew how crappy life was.
You know, life can be tough for these guys too. That little donkey was rejected by his mom at first, and we had to hand raise him.
You gonna remind me of everything you did for me when we were kids? How you took care of me after mom and dad split? Big brother?
I'm gonna watch you pet that donkey.
It's good to see someone else do this for change.
When have you ever milked a cow?
Hasn't David told you anything about me? I grew up on a farm in the Okanagan.
Same as me, except south of Beijing.
You want to get in with those goats? It's fun.
Oh, okay.
Not bad.
That was wonderful.
Good job, guys. So what did you guys think?
The animals made everybody happy.
They did. They were great to work with. I was really worried about what the animals were going to do, and pretty much everything Derek told us was accurate, and they performed as expected, and he made some suggestions about how to get them to do things, and it all worked. So it was terrific. Yeah.
I think one of the surprise actors in this one was Derek.
Yeah.
He was he ended up having a couple roles in there, and
Yep, and he did a great job.
Yeah, it really pulled together a couple of scenes that I think they were looking for some sort of solution to their problem or someone who would come along and help them out. And Derek was there.
And he was there with the practical advice.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank all you guys for coming out and doing what you did. It was amazing.
Thank you for giving us the opportunity.
And I want to thank Derek and Nadine from Maplewood Farm. They did a great job. So please go to their website, and I want to thank all the Vancouver B Movie Factory members for coming out and doing what they did. Without them, this couldn't have happened. So it surely takes teamwork to make this dream work. So thanks for all for coming and watching our show, and have a good night. Bye now. Bye. Oh, wait, we guys can still talk.
Okay.
Still talking about stuff.
It was excellent. It really was.
Yeah.
I just love the kiss at the end.
Yeah. No, it really, I think it really came together, and I'm really grateful for the opportunity to be able to do this.